Is it recording?
Yeah, it is. We already started recording. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to Pillow Cat. Let me tell you this wonderful story that just happened to us.
Could it go quicker? Because I got already comments to make.
You already got comments?
Of course, I always have some shit to say.
Anyway,
Oops.
so we recorded these. We were recording the final episode.
Faster!
For Arceus. Give me a second, Jesus
Talk
Christ!
faster, damn!
Point is that as we were recording and recorded everything went fine except the audio.
Oh
so we
my
lost
God,
all the audio.
so slow.
So here we are again.
It's great for love making, but man, for talking, it's just a struggle.
So we decided to record what we already saw and played over each other. So yeah, we're gonna make comments about what we already saw and did already, just for you guys, so you guys can see. So if you guys don't remember,
nobody cares. So let me tell you this.
Okay.
You're so slow. This game is so much more calm when nobody's talking. I'm obviously not with my voice, because my voice is very calming and soothing and very Bob Ross voice. I'm talking most about your voice.
Oh, okay.
Your voice is a problem. But how calming is this game? It's like Animal Planet, but obviously with fake little critters. Like, watch these motherfuckers fly over this beautiful terrain in a very cold fall night.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Braviary flaps its wings in the air while trying to also catch the air beneath its wings and levitate towards, the next big thing, whatever you want to say that is.
See, there you go. You're the problem.
Oh, okay. I'm the problem.
I'm perfect. Mine had no flaws, and we were doing great.
Sure. By the way...
Why were you flying so much? Like, explain... What the fuck?
Because I was trying to go to that cave right there, and when you fly, especially with Braviary, as time goes by, it starts going down. And so at one point, instead of just walking and making this longer, and making a longer episode, I land... Good to fly again. He goes back up again. I can keep flying. You know what I mean? It's a faster way of travel.
And then this bitch just breaking shit up. Like, my phone can't do that. AT&T does not do that.
I mean,
I remember this because we called that the booty hole cave.
Yes. This was not this one. The other one. We called it the booty hole cave.
I think we called all caves booty hole caves.
Yeah, we can do that too. But so yeah. Last time we played Arceus the correct way, or recorded, this game the correct way.
That is the most Virgo statement he has made in a hot minute. Continue.
We were trying to... So they threw us out of the village. We were trying to get the 3 lake whatever things to get the red chain. And with the red chain to stop whatever is causing the sky to go red. We already know what's causing the sky to go red. We already fought it. It
is obviously pollution.
Yes.
I forgot about this motherfucker right here.
Yes, this is the Hisuian... No, not the Hisuian Overquill, I should say. It's the evolution of Hisuian Quillfish. But it's an alpha Pokemon, too, so that's why it's that intense.
Do you think that... What's her name? Irida?
Irida, yeah.
I want to call her Pearl.
Sure, you can, yeah.
Irida wears that thing because she's got a small booty, but she wants her booty to pop. Because every time I look at her, I'm like, it's like, damn, that girl got badonkadonk. And then I'm like, no, she doesn't. That's just her dress.
Okay.
And I don't want to say that to her face, clearly. And I think later on I complained more about us not having Adaman around and just Irida.
But that was the last episode. In this episode, you were talking a lot about Pikachu because we had just finished watching...
Oh, fuck
Pokemon.
yeah!
We finished watching Pokemon. Ash became world champion, bro.
You know what? The world is a cruel, unfeeling creature. But today... Why did it pause?
Oh, because something had happened and it paused, like it froze the game, and I noticed earlier, so I was like keeping like an eye on it, so it froze up. Because this is the best part, so why not make this a podcast? We'll wait to this, to unfreeze. Yeah, it's still running. Check it, it's still running.
What the actual fuck? Okay, anyway, what I was saying.
You,
the world has blessed me with a second chance to tell you guys about my thoughts and feelings about one, how Andres reacted to Ash finally winning, and two,
it was so good.
And two, my working theory about Pokemon. Number one, this bitch ass motherfucker right here, love him, but he spent the whole 4 episodes going like, "Oh no, no Pikachu, you can do it.
It wasn't like that. It was for
and
it
then
was
I
like
was
real,
like, you
real feelings. Come on, Pikachu, get up, bro.
It's like,
get up.
no, shut up. And it's like, dude, you know we win. And by we, I mean you, because I'm watching. And he's like, and then every time it's like, we gonna win. We gonna win. We already know this. Just calm down. Why are we watching? This is a waste of time. So, damn, that's a long ass pause.
I know. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 100% sure. It's like when it comes back up, we're already like done with this trial. We're going to the next cave, probably.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm.
Anyway, coming back to what I was saying. My working... okay, no. So at some point, Pikachu... the spoiler alert, so... sucks to be you. So, Pikachu is facing off Charizard for the last time, right? Homeboy passes out. And then he comes back and he is hallucinating. And he's looking at all the Pokemon that Ash has basically abandoned throughout his 25 years of doing dumb shit, right? And then it's like they're cheering him on. And I'm like, no, stupid. What they're really doing...
we're still here. Damn. You know,
I'm in the middle of my story. Don't be disrespectful. Thank you. So now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so he's like, oh yeah, they're cheering him. I'm like, no, they ain't. They're basically telling him, Pikachu, homeboy, let me tell you how it works. Every time you fuck up, Ash is like, I'm done with your shit, and just sends you off somewhere else. So you need to get up because this is it. This is your last straw. If you fuck up, it's over for you. Where have you seen us? Not around. Why? Because Ash abandoned us. And that's how Pikachu came back. He was like, I'm awake. And that's how he won. He beat the shit out of Charizard, which the other conversation focused on me trying to look up how many times has Pikachu let us down and failed.
Wow.
He has let us down. Like, how many times?
He has led us down a dark path. He has gone through rehab many times.
I am ignoring it. How many times has Pikachu lost a battle, especially towards the Charizard? I couldn't find it, but we know it's a lot because when I looked it up, Google was like, top 10 battles that Pikachu has lost. 5 most pitiful battles Pikachu has lost. So if anybody could do me that solid and just look it up, make a list, I'd love you forever, man. I'd fucking love you forever. Because I got a point to prove.
You want to know which one is number one of the most pitiful battles? Which I already know this because no one ever lets this go. Like, ever. Like, I was watching a video and they mentioned it in that video too. And I'm like, wow, they never let that go. So, in Black and White, the 5th generation. So, Ash was like, okay, I'm in the new, world, whatever. And he only has Pikachu, right? So, they're showing him the new Pokemon. Like, right, fresh out of the Pokeball. Just, they caught them. They're fresh. They're new. Level 1 or level 5. Whatever you want to say. Level 5. Usually, they're level 5. And so he's like, oh, look at this. It's a Snivy or a Snivy, whatever the fuck you want to call that fucker.
Penis
and
head.
Then, oh, yeah. No, that's not penis. He's just like...
penis head.
He's like an embryo at this point.
Okay.
Anyway. And so the Snivy decides to battle the Pikachu. And obviously Pikachu... And the video I was watching, they put the Pikachu level 1000 versus a level 5 Snivy. And the Snivy defeats Pikachu super easy. And people have, like, since the dawn of time, since that one episode came out, people keep always talking shit about it. Because, like, Pikachu should be level 100 at this point and is losing to a fucking Snivy.
Which brings me to my other point.
Yeah.
So I asked Andres, what level is Pikachu at? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, he needs to be 100. This motherfucker has been battling hoes for 25 years. And you gonna tell me he ain't 100? That's bullshit. So, of course, me being a true scientist, looked it up on Google. And Reddit provided me the answer of infinity, followed by somebody giving a full mathematical equation to it.
By the way, mind you, really quick, sorry for interrupting you. Look at this fucker trying to throw balls and failing so bad. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, that's you, stupid.
I know, I'm playing on a joke. I'm like, we're watching
the only joke is that you have to watch yourself replay your old fuck ups again.
I know.
That's the only joke here.
Pillowcat reacts to Pillowcat's most disastrous moments.
I love you, but that's every episode. Okay. Anyway.
Anyway. Yes, keep going. Yeah, so you were investigating Google.
Okay, so yeah. So if you guys want
the mathematical equation.
Yes, the mathematical equation. I didn't look through it because it was math, and as soon as somebody says math or does math, I disappear. So that's it. Third or 10th point of this episode that I was focused on. My working theory about Pokemon. So, ain't it odd that Ash has been 10 for 25 years, right?
Oh, here we go.
Shut up.
Here we go.
Okay, what if Ash has been the chosen one, and for some reason the whole Pokemon world has been cursed with not aging, as in everybody can move on with their lives and do new things and, you know, grow and whatever, but they don't grow older. They just do different things. That's it. That's it, right? So what if in that first episode when Ash sees Ho-Oh, like Ho-Oh curses Ash and the whole Pokemon world and makes him the chosen one. So the only way to break the stasis is for Ash to win the world championship or whatever that's called. Like, that is his job. That is his job, right? And it would track because Ash didn't win until 25 years later. Maybe at the start, Ash didn't know that was it. Because if you watch Pokemon, he was like focused. He's like, I'm going to be the best there ever was. I'm going to learn. I'm going to train. I'm just going to conquer, right? But then after a while, he's still focused on being Pokemon master. But he's not as focused on doing anything. He's just like, it is what it is. Let's just, I don't know, learn and shit. Go to school. Like, he's not as invested. You should see Andres' face.
I'm letting you talk because I'm like, if I interrupt you, she starts getting all like,
shut up. So,
and she loses her train of thought. And I'm just like, whatever. I'm just going to keep
I might
playing
be a
this
little
game,
drunk, so
whatever,
I must get through this.
Game.
I've been drinking for a solid minute. More than a solid minute.
You want up, baby? You want up?
And no, do not bring her up here.
Why not?
Because you're going to get wild. So anyway, so at some point Ash realizes that he is the chosen one. And he stops trying because he enjoys being 10. Because when you're 10, you get...
Can you move that table? Sorry for interrupting. Because maybe the dog wants to go up.
Oh my God, you always doing too much for the stupid dog.
What?
I love her.
She's my dog, man.
Okay, but I'm your wife. Damn. Okay, anyway. So Ash realizes, like, if I grow older, one, I won't be as cute. Two, people won't forgive my mistakes because I'm a dumbass. And three, I won't get to do all I want to do while I'm young. Right? So that's why he stops trying so hard. And then all, like, these legendaries. Because isn't it odd that Ash is always the one running into these legendaries?
I told you so.
So, have we considered that all these legendaries are like, okay, we need to go talk to Ash. He needs to cut this shit right now. We need him to get it together. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, we have to fight them and catch them. And people are like, no, Ash. And they're like, no, that's what we have to do. Because Ash knows they're going to rat him out. So, he's got to get them before they get him. See, I added to it. So, long story short, now that
it's been a long story already, so...
I'm gonna hit you in the balls.
Okay. Hit me where?
In the balls.
On the ball. I thought you said the butt. I was like, yeah, do it.
You'd like that too much, wouldn't you?
Of course I will.
Point is.
Freaky deaky like that.
Point is,
yes.
Ash is the chosen one. And until he wins the championship, nobody else can grow older and die and move on. And that is why everybody was like, for the love of God, Ash, do it. Not because that's a dear friend, or no, because they've seen him fuck up so much. They're like, please set us free. And now that he's won, they're all free.
Okay, so before we continue this, are you done? Like, are you like 100% like sure? Right? Are we good?
No, I don't know. I might interrupt you. Please continue.
Okay, so you do understand that, first of all, there is actually a working theory about it.
Doesn't that look like a little Furby?
The symbol for braviary?
Yeah.
It does look like fucking Furby in the corner there. Anyway. It ran away. Fuck, I forgot that shit fucker ran away.
Don't you enjoy being mad a second time?
Yeah, sure. Anyway. So, there's a working theory that Ho-Oh and his Pokedex entries or whatever, and it said that whoever sees Ho-Oh can make a wish and it'll come true. So, there's a working theory that in the first episode when Ash saw Ho-Oh fly in the sky that time where Pikachu and him almost got fucked up by the Spearows, that he wished, his biggest wish was always that he wanted to be, a Pokemon Master. He wanted to be with Pokemon always. Therefore, Ho was like, okay, but it made him 10-year-old forever. So it basically correlates with what you're trying to say about,
No, I like mine because mine is a lot darker,
like,
and mine is like everybody gets wrecked because Ash is irresponsible.
Let me tell you something though, which they could do in the last episode. They don't have to do it necessarily this episode, but with Ash 1, if they would have showed Ho-Oh like in the sky flying and him like, oh look, it's that Pokemon again or whatever,
and then Ash dies.
No, not die. I would have started crying. I was already crying, but I would have been like sobbing, like, oh my god, full circle.
Simply because you saw a golden bird being drawn in animation.
Yeah.
You can't hit me. The dog's here.
I'm not gonna hit you. What the fuck's wrong with you? But anyway, yeah, because it's not about the reason you get emotional. It's not because this is stupid. This is made up. It's not real. Whatever. But you grew up with this. You know what I mean? Like, I started watching this series when I was in 3rd grade, and I remember, everything about it, or most of my experience.
Oh yeah, I was
Pokemon.
Making fun because the other dude comes up and they're like basically twins.
Yeah, they're twins. That's
I was
right.
like, what the fuck? Why is there 2 of them?
By the way, mind you guys, again, we are reacting to something that we've already played, so this has already been done and recorded and everything. If you see in the recording a lot of like pausing and freezing and anything, it's because. It's the VLC likes to freeze a lot for some reason. It's like running. It's like racing with the buffering at the same time. And even if you pause and give it some space, it's still gonna do it. So
we have a shitty computer because we're poor.
It's not a shitty computer, but
I bought it, so it is.
Okay. Anyway,
that looks like a booty hole.
Oh my god.
Oh, because it's a cave. You're right.
Yeah. But anyway, point of this is that you grew up with something. You've been 25 years. 25 years. So you've been watching this boy fail for fucking 25 years. And then 3 years, 23 years ago, he became finally champion. He finally won a Pokemon League. And you're like, oh shit. And then you're like, wait, they're going to do more? They're going to do a world champion? And then he also wins it. And it's like, oh my god. And everybody was there rooting for him. His mom, Professor Oak, Brock. I was going to say Brooke. Brock, Misty.
Love Brock. I'd fuck Brock.
Everybody. The only person that wasn't there was Gary because he's a bitch.
I love Gary. I'd also fuck Gary.
Uh-huh.
That's the spectrum of the men I love.
Wow, he's a child, but okay.
He is technically he's 25. He's 35 now.
Nah, he's still 10 in Pokemon standards. So.
How old is Brock? 14.
Brock was a year older than him, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember how old.
All right, get your phone out. Wait.
My phone is out. Get your phone out. It's over there on the table.
Dog, I cannot help.
But yeah, it's I get emotional because I'm like, dude, I literally remember when the first day I started watching this and how I'm like, whoa. And then 25 years later, I'm here and I'm watching and I'm like, wow, this is the first time. And not only that, dude, the battle against the final moment when Pikachu got up. When everybody cheered him up and he got up again, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. They played the first opening of the Japanese anime for Pokemon. And I'm like, oh my god. If they would have played the English one, I want to be the bear, I would have been sobbing. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm pretty sure in the English one they're going to do it.
Hopefully, I hope so. Because if they don't do it, I'm going to be really pissed. But yeah, no, oh my god, I want to be the bear. And Pikachu's like, come on, let's do this, bro. I would have been sobbing. I would have been.
Because you were home.
It's full circle. Everything comes full circle. That's
anyway, coming back to what I was saying.
Upsetting and
Oh, you're like, oh, I had this lovely memory,
emotional,
and I'm like, let me tell you.
Oh, check it. Your twins are here.
I got into a verbal argument with another child when I was 10-ish. Mm-hmm. Because I told them I discovered Pokemon. They're like, fuck you, I discovered Pokemon. I was like, I was the first one watching Pokemon TV. Like, fuck you, I was like, and we got into it. So that's my story about Pokemon.
That's hilarious.
So from day one, I've been picking fights over things that don't matter.
Yep.
How old is Brooke?
Everybody was there. It's like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Everybody's here. It's like Brock, Misty, Travis, Oak, his mom.
Is Brock a dwarf? Wait, now this is something different. I'm like, I'm confused. This is something.
Dawn, Serena, May, Max.
So Brock is 15.
So he's 15.
So if it's
bless you, Poopy, bless you. So he is 40. No, he'd be
15 plus
35.
20, 25 is
yeah,
40.
he'd be 40. Yeah, I was
Damn.
right the first time.
You know what? Still within what I'd fuck.
Nah, well, what's wrong with
Hey
you,
man, I like my man either 5 years older than me or even older. Or men no years younger than me.
No, you're such. What the hell? I see what you did. Okay.
I can be funny.
Sure. All you want.
I will bite this dog.
Baby. Look at her.
There was one time I bit her, like, playfully, and she looked at me like, how dare you? I'm like, you bit me in my sleep, and this is where we draw the line?
Yeah. You basically eat your own poop, but you can't eat this on the floor? What?
Literally, you would eat candle wax when I'm not looking at you, but you refuse to eat the delicious food I serve you?
That would be the irony of all this.
It's like, you are disrespectful.
So, okay, so you see, I'm landing because I don't have any more way to go. Of course, I'm trying to catch a Sneasel, I guess.
Yeah, why?
I keep run. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't you ride your magical horse? Nope.
Oh, because I'm trying to get the shiny.
No comments on the horse.
It's a weird deer, man. It's a deer. The name says it. You see, so I have
no,
to go back
you're
up
weirder. How dare you?
So I have to go back up in the air, which is okay. So she was like, "Why do you keep hitting fly all the time? Like you go up and down, because of this. You're down. You don't have momentum, so you have to land, hit it again, and Barry goes up.
Yeah,
momentum.
I get it. You like flying on your little Furby. That's fine.
Of course.
We get it. It's Abomasno.
No, I don't even know if I had it.
I love him.
I didn't catch it, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't catch it. Yeah. Yep. And then I think I ran away because you were like, why are you wasting time? And I'm like, well, girl, leave me alone. I want to catch.
Yes, because you complained that Volo, Iridine, I don't know who the fuck else, was already in our destination. And you're like,
shut up. Like stalking.
No. And then you're like, they teleport. No, ho, you go on side quests when we need to be focused on saving the world.
Because that's how you level up with the side quests. That's why we're so under leveled.
You should have
so fucking under leveled.
No, we are under leveled because you weren't invested in leveling up our Pokemon before.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we get... Okay, spoiler alert, we get wrecked multiple times in the future.
No, we don't.
I hope you guys are strapped in for that one.
No, we don't.
Because
we don't get fucking wrecked
yes,
in the future,
you're gonna hear...
multiple times.
You're gonna hear the, oh man... we're under leveled. I wonder whose fault is that?
I'm not gonna. I wasn't even thinking about that. Check it. We're gonna jump in the water. And
I asked why the water is green.
It's blue. It's clearly blue.
When it splashes, it's green.
Yeah, because the Pokemon was probably green. The Basculin.
Bullshit.
Mm-hmm. You see, I'm like, it's blue.
I'm not talking about the water. I'm talking about the water splashes.
Yeah, but you didn't say that. You said when the water blue. You said when the water's green. There you go. Anyway,
Volo is a hottie. I remember saying that here.
We're gonna get Uxie now.
I remember saying I'd fuck him, and then this is like, what the fuck? And then I asked him what kind of Pokemons he'd fuck. Oh wait, was that now or was that when we were watching actual Pokemon? It
was.
Oh, I said something about Lucario. That's later on, but I'll still say it and then repeat it again because I'm a hoe.
Oh, but I'll remember. It was when we were watching this episode. You said you wanted to. This is so fucking like. Not. We shouldn't even say these things. Fucking Rillaboom.
Okay, so I can't say that, but Markiplier can spend a good solid 2 hours saying, like, fuck or pass.
Pass or smash.
Pass. So he can't. Is it because I'm a woman?
I don't give a fuck.
Is it because I'm a woman and I'm not allowed to choose who I can? I can't. Not my body, not my choice.
I don't want the kids being like, mommy,
and there's
mommy,
no kids who watch
I identify. You don't know that.
First of all,
you don't know that.
I don't think this is the point. I don't think this is the point where kids go like, do I like fucking Pokemon?
Mom, I think I'm a furry.
Again.
And it's like because of us, because Pokemon.
And what is wrong with being a furry? Being a furry is completely valid and okay.
I know, that's not a bad thing.
As long as it's age appropriate and consent.
I don't want people being like, oh, we were the starters of the furry nation.
Why not? Why not? What's so wrong with that? If we create a safe space to have those conversations, why can't we be that? Huh? Ah! You with your little vanilla sacks.
I'm banning a lot of sex.
We don't kink shame here. Don't yuck someone's yum.
What if kink shaming is my kink?
Okay, do it on your own time.
No, okay. Anyway, so yeah, we're battling a Alpha Hisuian Zoroark. My wife here was like, "Why don't you? Of course you're gonna put him in your team because you love Zoroark." I'm like, "No, I love the normal Zoroark. I don't like the Hisuian Zoroark that much."
And I was like, "Why? Is it because he's white? That's reverse racism."
Of course.
I remember that.
I don't remember. I feel like it's all good, but yeah. Spoiler alert, do we cast this Zoroark? Who knows?
Sadly, this is one of those we actually go through and we do follow through, and he doesn't fuck up. But I'll point out every single time he was like, "Man, if we weren't under leveled, man, if we could do, man." Like, I'll point it out. Don't worry, as landmarks, I got you guys.
Okay.
But yeah, they've got a beautiful mane.
Oh no, it's a beautiful man. It's normal and ghost. It's supposed to be the baneful fox spirit or something Pokemon because it died. People were following or something and killed it because they were like, "Oh, it's scary," whatever, and it became like this version.
It farted.
Like,
it goes.
I don't know how to explain it. It's whatever. It's normal and ghost. It should have been at least ice and ghost. But what do I know, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you work for the Pokemon team creating these?
I should be.
Okay, this is my other rant. This was not a rant that we had real time, but I'm going to have it today. I am so fucking tired of fanboys and fangirls being bitching consistently about the material that is put out.
By the way, really quick, sorry for interrupting. If this person doesn't identify with, a gender, like say, they're they or them, what would they be? They can't be fanboys and they can't be fangirls.
Fans, you're welcome. So, nice try, bitch. Try me again. Catch me outside.
Okay.
Anyway, so, because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Oh, the new Pokemon game is out. Fucking finally it's out. Oh, it's out. Great. 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't like X, Y, and Z. They ruined the thing. Your personal opinions are not a reflection on how good the material is. It's not our fault that you have shitty opinions. And then this one, bitch. It's like, just, you paid the money, shut the fuck up, play the game, move on.
Okay, so let me tell you this so you can laugh about this. So, once Generation 1 came out, it was all whatever. Generation 2 came out, and people were fine, whatever, right? Generation 3 came out, and all the Generation 3 are new Pokemon. So, people were complaining, oh, there's barely any, old Pokemon here, evolutions to old Pokemon, something like that, right? So, then Generation 4 came out, and they did all these evolutions for old Pokemon, remember? And then they were like, oh, but there's barely any new Pokemon. Yes. So then Generation 5 came out and they made a whole new Pokedex with all new Pokemon. And the whole point of Generation 5 was like, oh, it's kind of like separate from all the other worlds. So for you to catch any of the older Pokemon, any of them, you have to actually pass the game. That was another complaint too. Then Generation 6 came and they, made a thing and it was like, oh, They included the whole National Pokedex. You can have the whole National Pokedex for Generation 6, which took a lot of work to get by, mind you. And then they were complaining because the Pokedex for Generation 6 was so fucking small. Super
Again,
small.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
So there's always a complaint. People are always going to bitch about
That's what I said. And you're one of those people. God.
I'm not bitching on nothing. Again. I haven't said nothing. What have I bitched about?
Okay, let's
Scarlet and Violet.
No. I like how you put those parameters so we don't go all the way back.
Okay, go all the way back. This is the butthole. Look.
What a booty hole.
Girl, that's a booty hole, yeah. Anyway.
So remember, I can't remember the name because I'm not that into it. Like Pokemon, the one with the island. They're all islands.
Sun and Moon.
Yes. So you were like, oh my God, they finally did one that it's about islands, about this.
Move the microphone that much, you're making noise probably in the background.
Oh no. You were into it. And the moment you finished it, that was a fast game. Why was it a fast game? Blah, 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 blah. And then
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Oh my God, you bitch so much. I about shanked you on the spot. Mm-hmm. And then you kept, and then it was something else. I think it was the Pokemon. The lack of diversity in Pokemon. There weren't that many new Pokemon. And then you were like, yes, you did. And then, I caught all the Chinese. What am I going to do now?
I haven't caught all the Chinese. I'm still trying to catch all the Chinese.
No, I think it was, is that the one that you can't do the National Pokedex?
Sword and Shield. That started doing that.
Yep, that one. You complained about it. You complained because it was too hard at some point, and you gave up, and then you came back to it.
I never given up.
And
in a
then
Pokemon
you
game.
complained.
That's not true.
And then you complain because it doesn't have the National Pokedex.
Yes, that's true.
And then it's like, oh my God, stop.
That is. I will accept that. That is true.
And then we were talking about these three idiots.
Yes, I know these four because.
I forgot the other one.
Because
Well, never Lolo, so these three.
Sure, but yeah, we're talking about we caught it.
The red chain, and I'm like, what? The other one was that we were talking about. Oh, the new Pokemon is gonna come out. The new Pokemon game is gonna come out, and I'm like, why? So you can complain. You're going to be excited. You're going to play it. Then you're going to complain about how it's different from the last one. It doesn't let you do the same things. And then you're going to complain because you're going to complete it super fast. And once it's completed super fucking fast, you're going to be like, oh, great. It's done. That's it. Well, if they had done A, B, C, D, blah, 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 this wouldn't be a problem. And then you're going to complain because you can't get the National Pokedex. And then you're going to complain because of the shinies. I know you.
She says she knows me, but she knows nothing.
We've been together for 25 years.
Oh, okay. So, you see, we've been together for 25 years. The same amount of time that took Ash to become world champion.
Uh-huh.
So we've been together since 3rd grade.
We have been together since 3rd grade. So I cheated on you a couple times.
The fuck is wrong with you, man?
Well, I didn't know we were together.
Do you guys remember when people used to say, back when the first Pokemon, like the first season, Generation 1, that Mew evolved into Mewtwo? Oh, I love that so much. It was so fucking
I didn't
hilarious.
believe anything. I would, again, same energy. I'd be like, can we just watch it instead of speculating? People like, no,
that's the fun of it. To speculate as well.
No, because then you're speculating into the void, and that's just stupid. Like, no, let me be amazed by the shit that the creators created. Don't tell me about your thoughts. I don't care about them. If I did, I'd ask, but I didn't.
Okay, honey. Whatever you say. Anyway, okay, so this is the part you missed out. I told you. Oh, she just walked in, and he's like, what?
Oh.
Yeah, because we have the red chain. We're going back into town, like, hey, telling people, like, hey, we got the shit. We can figure it out. We can solve the issue.
And you're like, they were crying. And I'm like, but we just saw the old man a minute ago. Why was he crying? Did he forget he saw us?
They were crying about us.
In true fashion, he would forget. Who would forget? Who
was the old man that forgot?
This man. He's
the professor. He's not an old man. 1, 2. He didn't forget about it. He was crying because they kicked us out of the town.
First off, all the professors are old men until recently.
No. There's 2 professors and a woman.
Wow,
so
what I said.
You can't be like, oh, you can't
up
be
until recently.
Until recently, no. It's not recent.
Okay, tell me how many male professors are versus females. Go. You already said there was 2 females. How many males?
6 male professors.
Oh, wow.
And 2 female professors.
Okay, let's do tick.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so Professor Oak is the first one. He's old. Professor Elm is the second one. He's like about to end he's about to go into his midlife crisis for sure. The third one was Birch. He looks like Jack Black. The fourth one was the ancestor of the Kamado bullshit. Remember Rowan? He's just kind of asshole-ish. The 5th generation was Juniper. The first female... I was going to say president. The first female professor.
So 75% of the professors were males.
I could have told you that.
75%.
I thought you were looking for them, like, looking pictures of them, like, look,
no,
he's old.
No, I was going to give...
I
was going to give you the statistics of how much. So up until recently.
Go into Google and look for the picture of Professor Sycamore.
I will not.
From X and Y, which is the next one I was going to say. He's young. He's a young stallion.
So one of them, out of how many? 6? Well, let's see what's the statistic on that. Okay. You stabbed me.
I didn't mean to do that. And then next professor was Kukui. And Kukui's also young. He's black. He was the first young and black professor. Okay,
so
and he was 2. Like, and he's the first one to get married. None of the professors were married. He got married. So that means he fucked. And then...
So 33% out of the 75... Well, 33%...
2 of the professors are young.
Okay, 33%. Okay. Out of the 6 professors...
This is why you said because Lucario...
Oh, yeah, Lucario. Okay, so let me finish it. 33% out of the 6 professors that are males are young. The rest are Not young.
Then there's Generation 8. Oh, and Professor of Generation 5, Juniper.
Anyway, what I was trying to say...
Generation 8, I forgot her name.
I'm talking about dudes.
The grandma, she's old.
Talking about dudes.
I forgot her name.
Okay, so in this part, I was talking about how if you go to the dark side of porn to watch Pokemon porn, a lot of them focus on Lucario, and I don't understand why.
Because he's a two-legger, two-legger.
Oh, no. I've seen people who are down for the four-legged stuff, and I'm like, I refuse to push play on any of this, but I know it's there.
Did you get to see the final evolutions for the starters for Generation 9 for Scarlet and Violet?
But I heard people bitching.
Yes.
So the song of this people.
So, do you know about how people really wanted Spirigatito to stay in 4 legs for its final evolution? Mm-hmm. It does not. It stands in 2 legs, and it's a magician. But it's not like a magician like, oh, here's my top hat. Let me get this out of my hat. Oh, look at this. So no, it looks like kind of like a dark magician kind of thing from Yu-Gi-Oh kind of thing, but with less things on top. Anyway, so yeah, then the Fuecoco, who is standing on 2 legs, ends up standing in 4 legs. So they gave him the one. So giant ass fire crocodile.
Because he is carrying the whole team. So he needs to be able to carry
the weight of the whole game.
Yes, so he has to be able.
And then last but not least, the duck, Quaxley. The final evolution is, I do not know the name. Uh-huh. It's the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my life. I know I did it on purpose, but Jesus Christ, is that Pokemon ugly? And I was like, did these people really make this? What the fuck? Like, my favorite Pokemon, I always get the water starters because I always love water. That's my jam. My favorite Pokemon typings are usually dark, water, and dragon in that order. Point is, the ugliest water starter was this with the final evolution for Quaxley, and I'm so disappointed. It looks like un pavo real, but in 2 legs.
It's called a peacock.
Peacock, but a really skinny peacock, and it's like constantly moving. How it moves, it's like oh, am I gonna fall? Or like, oh my god, I gotta be careful. The floor is lava. Shit like that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So, Blastoise, cool. Feraligatr, awesome. Swampert, he was okay, but you grew to be endearing. He grew to be endearing. Empoleon, badass. Samura, he's a fucking samurai. Like, what am I gonna complain about? Greninja, it's like the best one among them all. Primarina, it was basically a transgender seal, and it was like the most beautiful seal in my life. I was like, I want to be like Primarina. His gender says he's a boy, but she is a girl. Like, look at the hair. It stings beautifully. I want to be Primarina. And then Generation 8, Inteleon, that was a struggle. But he still looked good. Like, the gecko thing.
Why are we paused?
Oh, because this was next time on Pillow Cat. Anyway, this is where we stopped.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Point is, next time on Pillow Cat, water starter, the final water starter sucks. We love you all.
I have one last thing to say about water starters. Is that why you married me? Because I'm a Cancer, and a Cancer is a water sign. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, week, day, year.